but getting a little overwhelmed with the multitasking, trying to keep stream going while dealing with that, while dealing with a million other things like looking for decks. Hand looks pretty bad and pretty slow. I'm pretty sure you want to see Lava Coils and Steamkins in your opening hand. But maybe versus Mono White, Chain Whirler will do it. We'll see. It's a Goblin. I can throw him at people with Siege Gang. Why no Risk Factor? Seems like a good turn 3 for us. I mean, he's got to be a little worried about this, considering we're playing 3 mountains in a row. Boat's still on the screen. Thanks. Legion Warboss. Okay. It's tempting. No attacks this turn. I don't want that Warboss mentoring shit. So if he's got removal, he's going to have to kill both creatures. Next turn, we'll try some stuff, though. Best part about this deck, plays itself. Don't have to do a goddamn thing. Okay. I guess I'm going to get Heroic Reinforcement here. Siege Gang. Should I have played my Siege Gang first now? It'd be nice to top deck another Siege Gang Commander too. I think I'm doing 8 to him. If he has Heroic Reinforcements here, it's going to suck. How much is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 off the Mentor. 19, 20, 21, 22 from the attacking creatures. That's actually lethal. Cost him 4 mana to do it. You can chuck a thing at us too. I have to Siege Gang Commander here to live. I don't get to sacrifice any goblins, and I'm still attacking with these because I want to win. And if he's holding Heroic Reinforcements here, I don't want to die. So, you want to? I have my apartment manager here. Do you want to say something to my stream? Would you like to say that this is the normal quality of service at these apartments complexes?
Yeah, are you saying it's a good service right now?
Sure, both. Which would you like?
We have an excellent level of service here. So this is awesome.
Yeah, it's currently live, dealing with you, chat, my opponent, all the shit at the same time.
Shout out to Tyler. I'll say that, and Jaden.
Tyler and Jaden. All right, man. Cheers.
Appreciate
See you in a bit. Thanks for coming in.
Yep, no problem.
Later.
Oh, I turned off the thermostat.
Okay.
So. Have a good one, Jaden.
Yep. All right, chat. All right, so he didn't kill us this turn. It's a good thing. Dealing with that simultaneously is definitely awkward. He gained a life, though. I can throw things at him. Am I shit talking? I like the guy who runs the manager here. He does what is it looking for? The front office management stuff. He's a really good guy. So watches the stream. So not quite as weird as it might have seemed otherwise. Okay, unfortunately we can't do one to his face now. I was hoping he wouldn't have a way to gain life. What I'd really like to draw is a Chain Whirler. Would be the best pickup we could top deck. This is still okay. We can run Experimental Frenzy into this and set up for next turn. Go upstream with the apartment complex. That's right. When they start sponsoring me, we can do that. I guess playing the land is actually worse. Well, if I draw Chain Whirler there. So am I going to survive again? I have to do math again. That sucks. He's going to throw things at my blockers. He didn't have it last turn, but it wasn't lethal last turn again. So this is... Okay, creates 2 tokens. And he has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attackers from the created tokens. All those 11... Oh my god, it's a little bit hard. I guess I just don't count him twice. So it creates another one, which is 12. So it's 12 attackers that are all... 3 of them are 2/2s. I don't want to do this math. Okay. How many attackers can I afford to attack with? There's going to be 6 2/2s, 7 2/2s, then a 3/3. So that's 10 power, 13 power, 15 power, 17 power. I can block off 3. Kills how many with this? 1. I think we're okay again with both here. Fuck. I don't want to do the math, though. I've already counted it twice, and I keep losing track. It's annoying because the mentor is +1. It summons a creature, which is 1. The mentor gets +1, but the summoned creature doesn't get the heroic reinforcement buff. So we're going to see. But this is only 5 blockers, which is going to be pretty low. Experimental Frenzy failed us. Could have gone Karn and created a token. Might have been better. Just as a blocker. If he doesn't draw a land, he can't heroic reinforcements and shove Siege Gang Commander down my throat. So it's probably one or the other. Alright, we're going to steal it. Playing around a card doesn't look like he had. Oh, I should update the deck list, shouldn't I? Alright, 2 seconds, I get that for you guys. If you want to play around with this excellent deck. Excuse me. All right, let's get that up to Stream Decker. Okay. All right. You should be able to find it now here. Okay. Checking out some more of these bizarre constructed decks. As I've been chatting about with Joe and another one of my friends who plays locally. They're gonna go down to the Milwaukee what is it, PPQ, I guess, Pro Point Qualifier, Pro Tour PTQ, must be PTQ. They're gonna be headed down to the PTQ next weekend. So this weekend there's gonna be a lot of information from how the Pro Tour stuff does to see which decks are gonna be the most competitive decks. So it's interesting just seeing a couple of these other decks in actions just to check out what they're going on. And we see a lot of weird decks in this. This is very much a testing format here. Okay. If you're new to MTGA and saved up your first 5K, what should you do with them? Spend them in packs or drafts? Well, it really depends on how good of a player you are and how you're feeling about it. The higher payoff in terms of higher payoff in terms of time played and potential rewards is the draft. If you're very, very new to the game and just trying to build a basic deck to grind with, there might be an argument for spending that on what's the word I'm looking for, on packs. I don't really recommend buying packs though. So, brought me to Wisconsin, my wife's job. That's fine. Maybe next turn we can attack with more. Oh, he's gonna let it live. Hell yeah. All right. Let's hope it's no Benalish Hero or Benalish Marshal on 3. So I'm out of gas already. We've drawn all lands and have none of our mana sinks, so it's a little bit awkward. Maybe have artifacts try. Yep. I should have a key for that shortly-ish. Okay. He can attack with all those to activate it. Does he run pump spells in this deck? We're gonna find out. Vanguard. Alright. So unfortunately, I can't do anything I want to do here, which is I want to Shivan Fire, and then do I want to Shivan Fire plus Experimental Frenzy here? It takes a whole turn to do that. I guess I could just not attack with that. If he gang blocks the War Boss, it'll be a little bit annoying, which he almost certainly will, because what does he care about the token? I can just go to combat and not attack with the War Boss token. It's another turn where I'm not attacking, though. It's going to set up for pretty bad stuff, though if we draw a Chain Whirler, we're in much better shape. Frenzy not Shivan Firing this turn and this next turn is kind of bad for us. Maybe I can put him to the test here first. I do need to start swinging. If he gang blocks here, though, I will just instant speed kill the 1/1. He may not want to gang block here. Okay. Too bad we don't have one more red spell that we could activate this. Oh, is it remove 3? Oh, it's remove 3, but it's 2. Okay. Got excited for a second. I'm like, maybe we can still do it, but no. Okay. So we're getting 4 damage with the War Boss. Bunch of damage with the tokens. We get the Mentor. We're still alive for the counterattack, but we did miss getting Experimental Frenzy down. So it's such an awkward turn. I mean, I suppose having the Steamkin next turn for Frenzy means I could still cast a million cards if I don't get hit and run into a land. Maybe I shouldn't run into the land first. He's got to be careful. He's at 10. Yeah, I was going to say. Phoenix looks actually pretty good here. What is that protecting? It's protecting the Sky Marcher. Could just attack with the Steamkin plus the... Do I want a 4/4 on board? How much damage it goes through? I think the War Boss has probably done enough. Yeah, Phoenix and Frenzy is a thing too. Is it a thing? Yeah, I do have the mana for that. That's actually a pretty good thing. Alright, let's do that. Suppose I could just attack with the 2/2 token too. Clearing out his board a little bit isn't terrible either. Alright, we'll do this. We're trading off the Goblin War Boss pretty cheaply here. Getting in a little bit more damage with Phoenix in play. Maybe I should be attacking the 1/1/2, but that seems like such an easy block. Oh, if he does that, he can't sacrifice to protect it. Looks like he's fine with that. He's trading off a Knight. It's good to me. Alright, let's go ahead and grab that. Run this out. Get Frenzy into play. It gives us a lot of ability to refill our hand. Okay. Maybe I should have swung with Steamkin, but I really wanted to develop Frenzy this turn. So the downside of swinging with Steamkin there would have been that if he did choose to dual block it, then I get blown the fuck up. Or rather, I can't do what I want to do. I'm going to draw this, unfortunately. What's he taking? Phoenix or Experimental Frenzy? Phoenix. Interesting. Seems like a good top deck. Seems like another good top deck. Hold on. Let's go ahead and add mana to my pool. He doesn't even want to see how it ends up. Come on. Who doesn't want to know how it ends up? The combo of Steamkin and Experimental Frenzy is like the most fun thing ever. Especially double experimental, like double Steamkins. You never want to see how it ends up? I always do. Alright, so we got a treasure map. That's for smoothing. Maybe should be running one more frenzy in here. I don't know. I feel like this deck immediately loses when it doesn't have frenzies. Maybe one less Karn, one more frenzy would be a thing. 3 and 3 as opposed to 4 and 2. Once you see your opponent start clicking like that, getting all excited, you end the turn. I guess that's one way to try to counteract your opponent enjoying himself. No, you can't see. They can't see the top deck. Only you can see the top deck, Dwarf Apple. All right. Even if it's mono blue, pretty sure this gets to resolve. Yep. One of vertebrae is good with frenzy to get rid of double lands. Yeah, that's true. I mean, treasure map does essentially that, while having an extra upside. Although, granted, it does cost you mana to do it. No! Lava coil my shit. Who is this? Submissive Pyro. That's the deck I want. Are you in channel WDI? I want that deck again. You are. The Dismissive Pyro deck, I don't think I've crafted those, but maybe I'd be willing to. It's just going to delay. The problem is it delays my crafting of real decks to play around with the janky decks. But the Dismissive Pyro Experimental Frenzy deck looks super fun. Alright, drew another land somehow. He's got lava coils apparently for every single fucking thing I cast right now. We did get a 1-1 out of it, but other than that, I haven't seen a lot of progress here. Hitting our land drops though. Maybe 24 is a little bit high. Maybe it should be 23. Hello, baked potato. Brace jank. I think jank is fun, man. Don't get me wrong. It's just, oh, does he have removal for this as well? No. Okay. Okay. Two more lands. Kind of impressive. All right, sure. Hey! That's top deck. I think he's got a counterspell up right now. That looks like a counterspell. It looks like maybe Jeskai control with... Could be a Drake variant. Still gotta get through the counterspells. Very nice. Sure. Okay. It's a lot of lava coils very early for him for his Drakes. Don't they normally run shock? His custody's optimized for the mirror. Okay. God damn. We've scryed 3 lands to the bottom and we ended up getting a land anyways. That is a lot of lands. Feels like maybe a little too much. I mean, what I should do is actually look at this with the numbers. I mean, we just eyeballed the lands there. And I think there's too many in this deck, clearly. Crackling Drake. All right. Not a land. It's nice. 19 to 20 lands. That's probably on the low side. But maybe. We can go all the way with the goblin. Is he running to combat or from combat? Fire kick mana? No, we're eating the tokens for cards, man. We'll get the mana anyways. Look, see? It's fine. So we have 7, 8. This is only 10 anyways. No, we're definitely eating these. We're not shipping fire. There's no real reason one or the other. I suppose I could have while I had the mana. Nice. We put 3 on the bottom. Yeah, this deck has too many lands. He's not sure. He's like, do I kill the goblin? Goblin has done like so much work. I mean, I suppose the problem is I'm just going to die from nowhere, right? Okay. 2 blue mana, radical idea, sure. No! It's the ass kicker goblin. The only creatures in this deck, apparently. There's a 1000% chance this gets countered. Sure. Nice. So what is this? Is all counter spells? Does this thing do anything afterwards? No. It's all counter spells. Come on.
The weight is killing me.
Oh, 6 and 3 is definitely 9, not 10. Ha, huh, right. Of course, fight fire. Go on, just Niv. Niv's the win condition here. You do it 100% of the time. What's to wonder about? You don't want to lose. Oh, he figured it out. I have drawn another land. So 11 is 14 lands. How many lands have we put in this deck? Like 100? I think he was considering playing Niv last turn. Alright, he just tapped out. Good. I mean, you can still accelerate that Drake with dropping a red mana and accelerating, but that only does 12 damage or 13 damage. I'm at 18 health. That's good enough. Good enough. 20 points? Well, 14 points of damage with that and killing his planeswalker. Seems fun.